I'm speaking to Bill West, the Mayor of Cowra. Now, Bill, you've had a meeting this day with Transport New South Wales in relation to the opening, or possible opening, or not, of the Blaney to the Mondra line. What was the outcome?
The outcome was quite disappointing, Gary. I guess in some respects not overly surprising, but the tender process hasn't succeeded in finding an organisation to reopen the line and run the line. There is still hope yet that discussions are continuing. The 5 councils met subsequent to this meeting with Transport New South Wales, and of course the Minister Duncan Gay was there and his staff. And the 5 councils agreed to still continue to push for the reopening of this line and work very solidly together to do that, and to have discussions with any of the interested parties who may be still out there to reopen this very important piece of strategic infrastructure.
Now, the two tenderers to start with, or applicants to start with, neither of those were found to be suitable?
Neither were found to be suitable for one reason or another, which was explained to us by the bureaucrats. But the Minister very quickly pointing out that not necessarily dead in the water. There's still other options out there, and there's still perhaps a way to go. So the councils are quite keen to sort of put political avenues now to push quite hard and lobby quite hard. And it's somewhat disappointing because it's a real missed opportunity. And private enterprise wanted to be involved. Yes, there were some issues and some risks, but the risks were largely going to be taken by private enterprise. So to allow them to continue down the path with some conditions perhaps that had to be met, it was something that I think we see as a bit of an opportunity that could have been grabbed, because this line strategically is very important, not just to our particular part of the world, but in providing an access link between the southern and the western lines, and reducing the heavy congestion over the Blue Mountains, reducing the congestion which is ever increasing through the Sydney corridors for train, and the competition with passenger rail, as well as providing a direct link in and out of Port Botany, Port Kembla. So there's a number of issues that I think are still out there that give us some hope.
Now, I remember you last time we spoke about this, you mentioned the term death by delay. Is that still in your mind as a possibility?
I think that the death by delay, the time frame did not help. The time frame did not give confidence to anybody in the industry that the government was necessarily serious about this, and I think that in some respects that perhaps the bar was set too high and made it very difficult for people for businesses and industry to be involved in this particular proposal.
So all hope is not lost, although in reality you would have to put it a bit further down the scale of optimism and pessimism.
It's a setback, certainly. I think this will focus people's minds on some of the issues that needed to be addressed and perhaps weren't addressed, be they inadvertently overlooked, or be they conditions that were a little bit, the bar being set a bit high. That I'm not quite sure. But the Minister was quite buoyant about wanting to continue to support this, and I'm reasonably confident, whilst I can't speak for them, I'm reasonably confident that both our federal and state members will be keen to support the continued push for the reopening of this very important piece of transport infrastructure.